Okay, so based on this, we've been setting up 3 programs. The first program is E-MedicalManager. This is for hospitals, this is for big clinics or small clinics, only for medical. Okay? In this, you will have the tracking of the orders, you will have the tracking of sterilization, you will have the export to accountancy, you will have financial reports, you will have a production report. All that is included in that. Okay? Then we have another one, which is E-MedicalManager Dental. It's exactly the same, plus all what is related to prosthesis. And what is related, because now we work with the surgical guides, you have a link also to click and get the surgical guides. Okay? In a short future, in the next version, we are going to work on the way to be in touch with the CBCTs and CT scans. So you will not have to do anything but click, say, for this patient, I need this kind of CT scan, this kind of analysis, send it back to me. And this will be automatically done. No need to open a file, go to WeTransfer, and spend time and lose things. All that will be hosted online, and you will get all the data online, and you will be able to re-access to this as many times as you want. Okay? So this is E-MedicalManager Dental. And E-MedicalManager Laboratories, so thanks to Marcus, we've been developing something for the lab based on the requirements of the lab. So the requirements of the lab, we're going to go through all this. It is not about the communication, but about the production inside the lab, okay? Just about the production. Of course, in the future, it's going to grow up in different direction, but right now, we are talking about the production. Who is doing what? Who is responsible for what? What's the traceability of the materials we've been using to do this crown or this bridge? And also what's the price of that? And also the addition of an invoice. All this is included in this, okay? So I'm going to start developing that so that you know more, better and better. This morning, it's an introduction. This afternoon, you work, okay? You're going to open an account, and you're going to work on your account. Of course, you already, some of you have some account. You're going to work on your personal account. So we cover different things. We just manage items orders, okay? So to manage item orders, you need to manage items, okay? And I'm going to explain to you how to set up items. And if you're lazy, like me, okay, you're going to import that automatically from a list. And we're going to give you a list of items, and you will be able to import it automatically. No need to do one by one, okay? This will be automated. We are going to work on how to manage the inventory, how to understand how the inventory is going up or down and what you put in the inventory. And when you've been using something, how you can put that outside of the inventory because it isn't being used. We are going to track the sterilization process, okay? Sterilization process is big also. So now I will give you, I'm not going to give a course on sterilization, maybe another day, but not today, but I'm going to give you the important points you have to understand to handle this part of the practice. We are going to work on the basket. A basket is all what you've been using for surgery, okay, or intervention, whatever you do, and the price of it. Because in, okay, the insurance are working like this. Maybe not the insurance today, but it's the trend, it's the direction. When you do a surgery, I'm not talking about dental surgery, but generally speaking a surgery, you have two things. The first part is the part of what you've been using, okay? The tools, the items and all that you've been putting in the body of someone, okay? And the second part is the honorarium, and they separate that, okay? Because some people are asking for too high honorarium and the insurance don't want to reimburse that. So they want to reimburse the product. They don't want to reimburse the honorarium, because step by step they are going to track that, okay? So like they are tracking in US, like they are tracking in Europe. So now, one day it will come. I give you the tools before it will come. So we will work on the basket. Manage laboratory orders. So how do we send an order to the lab? And the lab is in relationship with people who have or who are already working with that. So you have the program, you're going to send an order to the lab. You're going to select with which lab you want to work, okay? Because you don't work with one lab, maybe you work with 2 or 3 labs, okay? So you select which lab you want to work with, and you're going to send orders. This means that for the lab, the dentist must have the program, okay? Which is not fair. So in this way, the lab will be able to edit on his side, okay, a number of practitioners, and when they are sending again, you know, the written piece of papers, where you, in some cases, you don't understand what's written on that, okay, so you will be able to handle and to implement this digitally. So you have a coordinator, let's say, the coordinator will pass the order, and you will get all in digital. We are going to talk about the internal and external communication. Every time you send an order, you will receive an email. And not only that, but also you will be able to send to your responsible personnel what's the value of the inventory. In some cases, I have a stock of implants, okay? And I need to know what's the stock because I want to buy more implants. What do we do? Are we going to open the drawer and check? No. I go online, I click quick inventory, and I have the list of implants, the list of components, the list of things I have. Okay. Based on that, I say to Srinidhi, I say, okay, we have 3, we will order for 2. We have 5, we will order for 2. In some cases, when I set up an item, I say when I have less than 2, I need to order 5. And it will come automatically. I don't need to look at that. It will come automatically, okay? So once, and it will come and pop up until not only the order is passed, but it's received, okay? Manage custom report and VAT. So now we have the VAT, okay? And I'm going to explain to you how to manage the VAT in a very simple way. No headache. No headache. You just click on a button and you get the VAT to export, and you send that to get the VAT back to you automatically online, okay? So we've been preparing that to be able to get the money back from the VAT, and I will talk to you about that. And now, so what you have to know is about the security and confidentiality. So when I send an email, okay, I send an email to you, okay, but I send an email in a normal system. It's not protected. It's like if I send you a postcard. Everyone can look at the postcard and see what's written on that from me to you. Everybody can see it. It's very simple to hack that, okay? But we need to protect that. So for security issue, we need to encrypt that. And then when you encrypt that, me, I can read, I can send, no one can read that. It's encrypted. And when you receive, you unencrypt that and you can read it. Okay, only 2 people. It's like I send a letter, it's closed, nobody can see it, and when you receive, you open and you see what's inside. And this is medically, legally speaking, it is mandatory when you are working with names of patients, what is done on a patient, and all that. This is a very serious issue, okay? So when you work on that and you exchange with someone else, you need to be encrypted. If you are not encrypted, it's not good. It's not at the level of the 13485 quality system, which is medically, and confidentiality is linked.